Okay, so in the previous video, we discussed about that in a production grade system, we shouldn't be using get pass as a means to pass our API key. And we tested our application, and basically we set up AWS CLI and AWS configure. In this video, what I will teach you is basically how you can replace this with a secrets manager option from AWS to inject your API key directly into the LLM invoking call function. So to do that, what we need to do is basically go to our AWS console. This is my console. So on the console, you need to search for secrets manager. I've already created a secret for myself, but I'll show you how exactly can you do that. Like create a secret for yourself for your applications. Just go ahead and click on store a new secret. When you click on this particular option, you will be presented with like 5 different options. All of these, except the last one, are for storing API keys or like key value pairs for, uh, or basically passwords for accessing databases. But since we need to access OpenAI's API key, we'll be using this particular option. In the next course, when I teach you how to exactly combine your application with a vector database, let's say Pinecone, we will again be using this particular option. So after you choose this option, you have like these two fields appear on the screen. This one is for key and this one is for value. So in the key option, just go ahead and type out OpenAI API underscore key, and for the respective value, you can place your API key here. So let me just go ahead and do that. Or any random key. This is not my actual key, but I'm just showing you how to do that for yourself. For like all other options would be kept as default. We won't be making any changes to our encryption key. By the way, like this would also be saved. Like most people will not be able to access this particular secret in your team because this would be a security added by the DevOps team or like a DevOps engineer in your team. But if you're the one who is basically storing down this secret, you need to share this with other people on a need to know basis. Most probably, like security is added by the DevOps team. So let's go ahead and click next. We also need to give our secret a name. I've already given out a name, which is AWS managed. Actually, let me just type it in small. It's easier to read. AWS managed. Let's say OpenAI, and then this would be secret. AWS managed OpenAI secret. Now there is an option to add a description to what your secret is all about. So we don't need to write this, but if you want, you can go ahead and do that. All of as I said, like all other things would be kept as is. So we won't be adding any permissions here. But when we use this secret inside the Docker container in the later part of the videos, I'll teach you how exactly, like what policies do we need to attach. So let's just go ahead and click next. And then you're presented with this option for adding automatic rotation, which will basically keep changing your secret, and you don't have to like click on this option. For the purpose of this demo, we'll just keep it as is, and we just click next. After this, we scroll down, and we like all these values are basically a summary of what we've done so far. This is a name for the secret which we have given. The secret and the key value pair is not displayed here. So as we go down, we come across this section called sample code. Just click on Python 3 and you are presented with this code. Now this piece of text is very important because this code will be used to actually replace the get pass function in your code. It will be basically be using this code to fetch your secret. So just a brief overview. We'll talk about more about like what each line in the code actually means. So basically, this is the name of the secret which you have given. My secret name is AWS Managed Secret. For this demo, I've given it for you guys. It's AWS Managed OpenAI Secret. So it could be anything. So just make sure that when you give out a name, you have a key value, which is OpenAI API key, and the value would be your OpenAI's API key. The region name is basically fetched from your respective account. Mine is in North Virginia. And once we fetch this, it basically makes a call to, it imports Porto 3. It makes a call to the respective secrets manager and get the secret value response. If things work fine, we don't come across the accept clause. And then finally, we pass in, we get basically a secret value. This is not the entirety of the code. There are more steps to it, which we will add when we when we copy this code and add it to our application. I will teach you how exactly you can get your actual API key from the secret variable, but more on that later. So just make sure that you copy paste this code and paste it in Notepad or somewhere. And just after that, just click on store, and it will show you that your secret has successfully been created. Of course, it displays only my previously added secret. So just click on refresh, and it now shows the recently added secret. So this was done on 20th of September, and now this one, which is on October 1st, we just go ahead and click this, and we can see that secret has been created. This is the secret ARN, which we will be using when we will be building our Docker containers. Don't worry too much about it. As we build the application, and I'll explain each and everything in detail, how you can use every aspect of the secret which you have created for your application, and you will learn as we go. Okay, so with that, I'll close this video, and I'll see you in the next section.